Today on Vox, we'll have information on Child Health Month and more. Ethan Scoggins will have your local weather, and Gunnar Taylor will have your sports.
It's Friday, October 23rd, 2020, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jay Standridge.
And I'm Kendra Taylor.
A man faces up to 12 years in prison after being found digging in Yellowstone National Cemetery. He claimed to be searching for a friend's treasure, a treasure hidden in the West by New Mexico art dealer. The man caused over $1,000 in damage to the cemetery and is set to stand trial on December 14th.
One person was killed and one other was critically wounded in a shooting north of Nashville. Metro Nashville police officials responded at Interstate 65 and Trinity Lane to the shooting Thursday afternoon around 3 p.m. Details of the shooting were not released. This is a developing story. We will update the article as soon as more information becomes available.
Tennessee health officials unveiled a preliminary plan today for distributing a COVID-19 vaccine once it becomes available, placing it a priority on frontline healthcare workers and first responders who are at the greatest risk. Officials emphasize that little is known right now which vaccine will be available and what quantities, so the plan is likely to change in the weeks ahead.
October is Child Health Month, and the Tennessee Department of Health is reminding families to stay up to date on immunizations and to wear face coverings in public. This isn't just about physical health, though. Mental health in children is important, too. In a time like this with the pandemic, stress is at an all-time high. Make sure you check in with your kids, siblings, cousins, and even friends. We all need to stay safe and healthy.
Here's Ethan Scoggins with your weather report.
We should have some clouds rolling in. We'll get some rain, and I'll let you more about that right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at our weather at a glance. As you can see here, it's about 63 degrees right now, and we'll have a high of 80 and a low of 61. We should have some clouds today. We have a humidity of 94%. We have some wind moving in from the north. We have 7-mile-per-hour winds. And now let's take a look at our weekly weather report. Tomorrow, we should have some of those scattered thunderstorms with a bit of lightning with a high of 73 and a low of 58. On Sunday, that rain should be going away, but we still have some clouds with a high of 75 and a low of 61. Monday, they're sticking around a little more with a high of 77 and a low of 60. Tuesday, most of those should be going away there. with a high of 76 and a low of 60. On Wednesday, they still should be dissipating with a high of 76 and a low of 57. And on Thursdays, more clouds should be rolling in with some more rain. Now let's take a look at our local radar. Right now, it's still in the clear, but we still don't know when well, we know that those clouds will be coming in tomorrow with a thunderstorm. Now let's take a look at our national radar. So you can see the storms that were on the East Coast are now moving towards the Midwest, and that ice storm that was hanging around in Minnesota is now moving up to Canada. And we also have a storm brewing over between Oklahoma City and between Texas, and that tropical storm down in Florida is now almost completely gone. Now I'll send it to Gunner with your sports.
Football. I'll have your scores and more right now. Let's take a look at Thursday Night Football. The Eagles beat the Giants 22-21 after an amazing comeback led by Carson Wentz. The Eagles are now the first place in the NFC East at the record of 2-4-1, while the Giants sit back of the pack with a 1-6 record. Now to Thursday Night Lights. Bradley Central Javon Burke ran for 232 yards on Thursday night as Bradley Central pulled away to beat Saudi Daisy 49-14. Burke got the scoring started up on the Bears' second snap of the game. He romped 33 yards for a touchdown to make 7-0. Bradley Central fumbled inside their own 10 on their next series. Saudi Daisy recovered and cashed in. Isaac Barnes tossed a 7-yard touchdown pass to Landon Lewis to time the game. Burke went 32 yards up the middle to put the Bears back on top 14-7, but the first snap after Burke's touchdown, Barnes hit William Ackerman with a stride of 62-yard touchdown to tie the game. Bears marched down the field and scored on Carter Clayton a 4-yard touchdown to make it 21-14 still in the first quarter. Moments later, the lights went out in Bears Stadium for about 20 minutes. Second quarter, Bears brought in their jumbo package at the goal line. They let C.J. Hardy have the honor of scoring 2 yards. The pat was no good, so it was 27-14. Then with less than 20 seconds before halftime, Aiden McClary hit Cannon Hall on a slant pass. Hall spun free of a tackle, went 50 yards for a touchdown. A 2-point try made it 35-14 at the half. Burke added 37-yard touchdown in the third quarter to help seal the 49-14 victory. Isaac Barnes was 17 of 21 on the night for 165 yards passing, while Aiden McClary was 8 for 10 through the air for 125 yards. That's all from me. Stay tuned for more right after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Welcome back. Halloween celebrity dinner and ghost hunt is happening on October 30th and November 1st. Have you ever wanted to stay at a haunted hotel? Here's a chance to join the Ghost Hunt Weekends crew at a notoriously haunted Thomas House Hotel. The Thomas House Hotel is ranked number 2 on the most haunted list in America.
Tennessee got a new national recreational trail yesterday called the Window Cliffs Trail. It's a 2.7-mile round-trip hike with an amazing view of the landscape. This is part of a movement that will add 30 new trails in 25 states, giving them more than 1,200 miles to the national trail system.
Tennessee is planning to take on the overdose crisis this weekend with the help of Kroger. Kroger will be accepting unused expired pills, liquids, gels, and patches at 2 locations in Middle Tennessee. They'll be stationed at Highway 76 and Thompson Station on Traders Way, and they'll be open between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
As 2020 has progressed, we've seen more and more mullets within the months, but this Middle Tennessee toddler has really shown what a mullet is. Archie is a 1.5-year-old boy who's in the running for an online mullet championship. He's from DeKalb County and is the youngest of 10 children who have advanced to the finals. His mother says the mullet was Archie's father's idea, and with inspiration from Billy Ray Cyrus and Morgan Wallen, they hope to win the $500 prize.
Townsend Grains and Grits is happening on November 7th at 6 and 9 p.m. in Townsend, Tennessee at the Townsend Visitor Center. This provides an intimate sampling event offering something for consumers, foodies, bartenders, and spirit professionals alike.
An East Tennessee teen is one of the first girls to make it to Eagle Scouts. Eagle Scout is the highest rank to earn if you have to earn a minimum of 21 merit badges and organize and complete a large community service project.
There are fall chuck wagon races at Loretta Lynn's Ranch. It also features Wild West shows, cattle penning and sorting competition, obstacle courses, and other cowboy and rodeo fun. There's more information at www.lorettalynnranch.net or call 931-296-7700. We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook, WTNB, and of course at voxnews.net.
Tell your family and your friends to watch each day.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears!